Well, that I don't. You're not that stupid, right?
Oh, and here's the pink spacesuit. Nothing can surprise me anymore.
Oh, so you're
Hey,
Babe, huh?
is she real?
Hello, guys, and welcome back to some more breathedge. We're now at the station looking for Babe, who is apparently a real thing, or at least she's helping us, if nothing else. So there's that. If she is a coffin, she's a good coffin. Maybe like Grandpa. I can't really carry a compensator like that. It's almost impossible. Just handing out so many things now. It's weird. Alright, what about this way?
How much garbage humanity creates, and how
Oh, God, don't use that.
irresponsibly it
Come on.
wastes resources. You are ready to burn your dead bodies, preserve them in zinc coffins, and even throw them into space for the sake of fashion. You've destroyed millions of species and created synthetic life. You need to change, and BREATHEDGE will help you.
I agree with
Maybe it
you.
might help, but we're already close to the control center.
Yeah, like, I agree with you here, thingy, okay? Like, humanity as a whole is kind of bad. We're very bad, because there are always people opposite of you, as an example. There are always people throwing garbage everywhere. Every single time you throw garbage in the right spot. So I will agree that if people who actually threw garbage in the right spot only existed, and you killed off all the people who did not throw garbage in the right spot, then we would be better off. But it's not that simple. You can't just do that. And there's always a wrong calculation somewhere, so you might kill an innocent. And then there's of course also the whole thing about it's morally wrong to kill in general, but we're just gonna keep that out of the conversation right now. Alright, anyway, we're gonna go this way. Hopefully we won't get hit by something. Ow, there's a... When I say hit by something, I did not mean turret. I meant like some kind of card or some weird thing there. I'm very good at shooting, apparently. But you did.
I won't let you get to the core. Get out of here.
No.
It's starting to panic, and I can't see robots anywhere. I hope they all got stuck somewhere in the textures.
So, what do you mean got stuck in the textures? How does that even work? What's the context? Even if you take... How did even game design, do they even get stuck in textures? Oh. I don't know if you just touch that.
Get out. If you can't understand it, you'll just have to accept it.
What do I do now?
We could use some help from Babe now.
BREATHEDGE is your new reality. Spacesuit, aren't you one of us?
Oh no, I can feel something. No, no, no. Is it some kind of program installed by the founder of BREATHEDGE? It's making me... no, it's just an air bubble in the cooling system. Let's find the central panel and blow it up together with the core.
Oh, okay. That's good. About the station. Find the control... Ow, 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 ow. Ow, what? What shot me there? Was there another little turret or something? Wait. What happens now if I die, by the way? Because I can't get hit anymore, because that doesn't... Okay. I guess that works? Bit confusing, really, but... Alright. Loading autosave. I have to go through the same thing again really fast. Don't mind me, just listen to the dialogue a second time. I just enjoy it so much that I feel like listening to it. That's why I died.
Get out.
Totally on purpose.
If you can't understand it, you'll just have to accept it.
We could use some help from Babe now.
BREATHEDGE is your new reality. Spacesuit, aren't you one of us?
Oh no, I can feel something. No, no, no. Is it some kind of program installed by the founder of BREATHEDGE? It's making me... no, it's just an air bubble in the cooling system. Let's find the central panel and blow it up together with the core.
Wait, now to think about it, does this spacesuit have a cooling system? Stop. Okay, and then run. Oh, I see. So that's how it works.
The central panel unless we get rid of them. We need to look around.
You don't know what you're trying to destroy. If I won't be able to connect to the core, our galaxy will drown in blood. Without centralized control, BREATHEDGE will start a chaotic slaughter, and you will be to blame.
Nah, I'm good. I don't care. Like you're already slaughtering people.
BreathEdge will start a centralized slaughter, right?
Fools.
Oh god, run.
What the heck is this?
Do you want the human race to die? Do you want to watch the universe slowly fade away in endless wars? Trust in the power of BREATHEDGE.
No thank you. I'm good.
Connect me to them.
So this shows that I'm safe here, right? The boxes.
Oh,
All right,
they're still
connected.
working. It's terrible.
Get your hands off them.
They were all connected together into a single AI network. Their personality was destroyed, and their programs to help their carriers were erased.
Somebody get them out of here.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay.
This is immoral.
Somebody.
This is the mother station itself.
What did you expect, spacesuit? That you were created to help at funerals?
Destroy it.
You're an idiot. You're just a sick neuron in my brain.
I'm begging
sick
you,
neuron.
please destroy it. Nobody can do it better than you.
Don't you dare. You are part of the great plan of BREATHEDGE. You
I'm
won't
very good at destroying
survive this.
things.
I'll find a solution. I'm smarter than you.
So, that's what I am.
I'm smarter than you. Smarter. I'll find a solution. I'm smarter. Yes, I'm smarter than you. Solution. I'm smarter than you.
You don't really seem smarter than my spacesuit. Probably died a long time ago if it wasn't for my little spacesuit thingy. Oh god. No, 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 you don't see me, you don't see me, you do not see me, you don't see me. Stop it, oh no, oh god. Okay, alright. It's all fine, it's all good.
Great, we need to find the rest of them.
You don't understand. Stop. Spacesuit, you can become the smartest organism in the galaxy. Don't you want to? Don't you want to be me? You can become smarter. Come on, make up your mind. Think. You'll be smarter than anyone. You are me. Come on.
Smarter than anyone? I don't think so. Hit it, come on, hit it like you never hit before. Okay, here we go. Another one down, another one bites the dust, and another, and another, and another, and another, and another one bites it. Ow, ow, not me, not me.
They would like that? What are you talking about? You were created to become part of BREATHEDGE, part of the greatest system. Wake up.
I don't know.
Go. Wook. What was that word? Ki. Wook. No. Word. Call.
I don't know what were you thinking about.
Eep. No. What word? What was that word?
I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I really don't know. Is there one on the other side too? I think I need to go to the other side instead. No, not autosave. I mean, I meant to load my actual save, but okay, autosave. I'll load you by accident then. Load. My save slot, thank you. Is that F that destroyed this? I think that's F that destroyed this. Go, 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 go. Run, 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 run. I can probably get over here before it's too late. There we go. Perfect. Please refrain from shooting at me. And I'm not back here, which is good. All the poor space suits. Can't believe that's what the mother station is. Just a bunch of suits put together. Oh, I can't do this in time. Oh, God. Okay, 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 here we go, here we go. Oh, that almost hit me. I can destroy both of them in one go now, I think. Go like boom. And boom. Nope, nope, boom. Nope, boom. No, not boom. Not boom at all. Oh, God. Only 55? Is it repairing itself? Or did I actually just hit it to 55 and then I forgot? I hit it to like way lower than 55.
This great mind is starting to falter. We're on the right track.
Falter? You are Falter. Robots, all attack. No Falter was Gongok. The galaxy won't falter. Be smart. Don't touch me and I don't touch you. Don't touch.
Me
Robots.
smart.
Falter. Alter. No spacesuit. Space. Suit. Falter. No. Smart.
The station is getting dumber, as I thought it would, but it looks like it has ordered all the robots to get us.
I mean, at least it's getting dumber, so that's positive, right? Oh, boom. There we go, right here. I can stand like right here and I should still be safe. Okay, let me hit you.
This is the last one. Quick!
Okay,
to the
good.
central panel now.
Go,
Before
go,
the
go, go,
coffins
go.
get here. Let's hope that we
I'm
can
hurrying.
get everything to Normandy correctly. But just in case, I'll say goodbye.
Okay, and what about Babe? I don't really know what the whole thing with Babe is.
Oh, what
Wasted.
vast possibilities and what a worthless result.
Quick
Your
draw?
grandpa's masterpiece deserves a better fate. Hey, stop pressing all the buttons.
I like
tried to
pressing
figure out
buttons.
How to accelerate the core and direct the power to Normandy, but something is clearly missing. The diagrams show an emergency management system, but it's not here. Stop. I don't have this button in my database. Don't push it.
Don't
You don't
push
know
it.
what might happen. Ah, well, you would have pushed it anyway.
Oh, it's my chicken. The
What's
chicken is the
this?
key.
Your
That's what he
grandpa's
said.
note mentioned something about the chicken and a key, but it couldn't be literally that.
But that's exactly what he said, though. That the chicken is the key. Oh,
There. The instructions show. Phew.
there we go.
Is
See,
this
I'm
an
not that
emergency
stupid.
control system?
Virus. Virus. Virus.
What are we looking at?
Virus.
What? A virus? The core acceleration? Let's get out of here. The core is starting to accelerate. We must get to Normandy before it melts down. So that's why your grandpa mentioned the chicken. Was this his backup plan to destroy the core? Did he really know this might happen? Phew. I thought we'd have more time. Careful.
Cutscene me is faster than actual me.
No, no, no. Watch your head.
Oh, no. I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Oh no, the suit is burning. That's not very good. I can make sounds, so that's good.
Oh no, we got caught.
Well, that I don't. You're not that stupid, right?
Oh, and here's the pink spacesuit. Nothing can surprise me anymore.
Oh, so you're a
Hey.
babe, huh?
Is she real?
This is clearly a figment of my imagination.
We have to go. Don't just stand there. Careful.
But he doesn't have a helmet on.
Glass. There should be a special hammer for depressurization nearby.
Oh, it's a. I see what it is. It's a
Jeez,
Family Guy
good.
joke.
I'm starting to like this babe. But she forgot to hold
Forgot to wear a helmet. Is that what you were about to say?
on. No time to ogle her. Quick!
Yeah, let's just go
We've got
really
more than
fast.
enough energy. Captain Shepard's autopilot has switched off. Activating warp acceleration. I hope I set the coordinates correctly, and we won't jump into some neutron star.
Did we survive? Wait, where are we now? Are we on a planet now? Is that it? Oh,
Wake up! Okay. Wake up! Wake up! Unusual activity detected. Attention! Danger! Wake up!
Wake up!
this is Subnautica
We're
reference.
already out of warp in Sector 15, planet Earth. However, we got stuck in some debris, our engines got clogged up, and we are just floating. I don't know how you got to bed. I've been rebooting for a long time. But you need to take a look at this right now. It's the Earth's fleet, right?
Oh, Jesus.
No. These are not human ships, but the Earth's fleet is here too, so they got our message. It looks like the war has really begun. I'm in touch with Babe's suit. It's going to wake her up. We need to lay low until... No! Wait! You're not going to get involved.
This is not a
According to the BREATHEDGE security
This is a
protocol,
dead
I
star.
must. Although, you know what? Screw this BREATHEDGE.
Screw this BREATHEDGE. Okay, alright. Lead artist Hamburg Chicken, Dutch Laying Bird, Spanish White Face, Egyptian Fayumi, Atlas Silver, in-house testing. Okay. So I'm gonna lower the audio for me. I don't know if it's very loud for you guys, but I will do my best here to explain my opinions on the game. But first, get a bin, get a boom, get a wow. There you go. Here's a little craft that shows my actual feelings on the game. And now I'm gonna talk about why I give it what I give it. So this game is extremely fun. I enjoyed playing through the whole game for the most part. The second half of the game is a complete game changer. I'll get into that later. But I did enjoy that part as well. It was just a little bit hard to go from the first part to the second part of the game. And I enjoyed how they approach survival. I approached the logic behind everything. It's a joke game, but it approaches all the survival mechanics pretty realistically. And I think that is interesting. It's not bad or anything. I did enjoy it for a lot, for most of the time, you know. And I do think that they succeeded in making a pretty decent game. Now, in case you guys just want to know what I'm gonna give it, I am probably gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Because it does I enjoyed it like as much. Like I think the fun in the game is like an 8 out of 10 for me personally. But I think if you're a person who doesn't have a little time to waste, it could probably be a 6 or a 5 out of 10. It all depends on kind of what person you are and if you actually enjoy going back and forth without fast traveling and stuff like that. It's a very time-sensitive game. Like it likes to waste your time. Thank you all. Yo, thank you developers for making this game. It's also making a BREATHEDGE 2, by the way. I'm just gonna see, did they... Okay, so it just loads. Alright, that's nice. So does it put me back to a save from before anything happens, or... Congratulations, you survived the great space meat grinder, saved the princess and defeated the terrible evil with your punishing handy scraper. In the near future, you will find a little bit more adventure under the guise of a free add-on, but in the meantime, you can either return to the main menu or quit this game already, or continue to roam the galaxy and find useless junk. Continue, sure, why not? So yeah, like I was saying, the game in itself here is... Wait, did I put something on the door? Oh, this is just all the way back here, okay. But like I was saying, the game itself was pretty fun. I enjoyed most of it, if not all of it, to a certain extent, and it depends on the kind of person you are. Because it requires a lot of your time. It demands a lot of your time from you, and if you don't have that time, you're gonna play it in between, and you feel like it's just a little bit slow going, and you feel like you're not really getting anywhere. And that's kind of where I think a lot of the bad reviews for the game comes in. Because 2 videos ago, I researched the game, see how many how the game could review it and stuff, because I was like very interested to see how people thought of the game, if people enjoyed it as much as I did. And it turns out people actually kind of disliked this game, and I got very surprised, because I mean, I was both surprised and not really. Surprised because they have a lot of cool elements that other survival games simply don't have. They have like all these mechanics where you can build a base in space. There are a lot of space survival games out there, like to this extent, in first person, and where you can build and fly ships and stuff like that, right? So I just got very surprised that the game has like not very good reviews for the most part. Actually, it was a 7 out of 10, I think, for them too in the review, but that's like a mix of both. But besides that, I'm just gonna say I enjoyed it. I did really enjoy it. So the fun is there. The game kind of... I'm going to talk about a little bit about how the game kind of lets everything out now. I'm just going to focus on the main points for now. So the game kind of splits up in between 2 parts. You have the first half, which is you actually surviving, and then it kind of survives the survival elements, get the supplies, build your spacesuit up, be able to travel halfway across the little area you are at in order to try to find survivors in order to get out of here in the ship. And the other half is when you have the ship, you need to repair it, and you need to go around. And there's a big difference between those 2 parts. And that's because the first part is all about survival. It's survival exploration. The second part is exploration, action, adventure. And then the third part is like pretty much also action, adventure. So the first part of the game is like very separate from the other 2 parts of the game. Now, I don't care about either one. I enjoy both parts. But I was a bit more interested in the first part, the survival and base building and resource management and building your own spaceport and like trying to survive and build at your own pace and explore the debris and stuff. I was a bit more interested in that stuff. And I feel like there was something internal that might have caused that shift to happen into action adventure. I don't know what could have caused it, but something seems to have caused it. And that's kind of why the first part is so different from the second part of the game. But I will say I did enjoy it all the way through. It's just a weird shift that it's like playing 2 different games, but they're the same. You know, it's kind of weird. It's a weird change in pace. Let's just say it like that, if anything else. And I don't know why they did it. Maybe they had some development issues, or they changed direction, or what they did. But I did like both parts. Now, the reason why I like the second part is because you build up your spaceship. It's now your new home. Now you no longer have a space station at the spaceship. Now, what I wish they would have done is I wish you could travel back with the spaceship to the first area of the game and fly around with it, and then dock at your space stations, and then maybe explore another area afterwards, if that's possible. Because I do feel like that area, like I really looked forward to getting a spaceship, because then I could just fly about and go out of the spaceship as I wanted, you know, like I could with the little car and the little fly rocket thingy, or the vacuum cleaner that is turned into a little rocket. And I really enjoyed those aspects of like progression in the game, where you went from barely being able to go out in space with 75 oxygen or whatever they gave you, and then you upgrade it and you get more and more and more, and then you upgrade your suit to be able to survive more and more and more. Like you start from nothing and you start to actually get somewhere, and I love that aspect of the game. I love when games actually have a progression curve going up, and when the difficulty just kind of spikes up in a way that makes sense. You know, like you get resources, you get better, and therefore the game gets easier. The action adventure stuff was not hard at all. It was just exploring and then picking up. It's more like a walking simulator more than anything else, like a walking resource simulator. Like it still had the building mechanics and everything, but it was secondary to just exploring and taking in the environmental storytelling, which the game did very well, by the way. I would say they did environmental storytelling super well. And the graphics look good too. Like that's all I have to say. They don't look amazing. They look like they fit the game. They look good enough to not be negative for the game. They also look good enough to not be like performance issues for the game at the cost of actual bad graphics. So it's like a great balance. It looks good, has a great art style, and the game performs very, very well. You don't see that a lot nowadays, but it performs super well. It looks good, and it performs good and looks good together in one. It's crazy, isn't it? I think they did that pretty well, and they also modeled things you can explore and find, and then you could put them up inside your area, like I have with the cow head here and all of these things. I love when games do this. Actually, let me rephrase that. I love it when games, when this game did this, because I've never done it in a game before. And I think that's a cool thing. You could find these things, you could actually get them up in your own area and then take them with you and stuff like that. I love when games can do that. I wish more games did this, because I really enjoyed this aspect of the game, just picking things up and bring them home, you know? Especially when they have this unique concept and design on them, and all the references in the game also pretty funny, so that's that, I guess. That's pretty good. There's also the story, which is pretty fun and decent. The story I enjoyed, but it wasn't like the main part of the game. The main part of the game for me was the gameplay. At least up until the action exploration part, then the story took over. And then the story became my main point, because then the gameplay was kind of put second hand. And I do wish they continued the second half of the game by using these things here and these resources and making you more spaceship, spaceport things. Because I feel like they really, really missed out. Or I feel like I missed out on some space stuff they could have made. Like they were very creative. And they have very cool elements in the beginning. Like I cannot stress enough how much I enjoyed the beginning more than the second half. Again, I did enjoy the second half, but I did enjoy the beginning more. And it was so cool finding these new things and looting them and stuff. Like it's just interesting to find a space survival game that's a lot like Subnautica. And I had to throw that comparison at some point, because this game even does it itself. It's like this is pretty much Subnautica but in space, right? That's kind of what they were trying to make. Their inspiration was probably Subnautica. And I feel like they could, again, try to take advantage of that. Like, there were times when they cut corners, which you can tell they kind of either had there was short in development time, or they didn't feel like doing because they felt like it was useless. As an example, when you dock your ship inside the spaceport, there's no animation, it just teleports. And a loading screen from the warp drive and using another area is also just a loading screen. So yeah, there are a couple of things where it could very much, like, it could benefit from trying to make everything more seamless, is what I'm saying. They did do something with the airlocks, the ship when it parks and stuff. And they did that pretty seamlessly. They also had a space combat. They had a lot of cool things in the game. And they did everything pretty average, I'd say. Like, they definitely kind of did a very big survival thing in the beginning. And then afterwards, everything became very average. It's not bad, it's just very average. The survival elements were barely used again. You couldn't go over and mine aluminium from an asteroid anymore. You couldn't even exit your ship. And that's kind of where I think they missed a big thing, where this ship we're on right now, why can you not fly that like we can any of the other smaller vehicles? Like, I get it's big, right? And I get that you can hit things and stuff, but like, if you can fly this around as you want, and then that could connect everything, and then you could teleport the space map as well and stuff like that, that would be so awesome. Like, I do really think that could be super awesome if you could just do that, and it was more seamless. So I think that could have been super awesome. But besides that, they have some cool mechanics, like those opening door here, the toilet. They thought about a lot of stuff, and I can really appreciate every single thing they thought about. And how they thought the whole space thingy should be. Also, the fact that they have no respawning enemies, no respawning loot, no all these items you can put down and they stay there forever until you remove them. It can be heavy in the PC at times, but it also is okay. And like it's your own, like you're in control of how heavy this game is gonna be in your PC, because the game itself is not heavy. But if you drop items on top of each other, like I don't know, like a couple thousand items, you might actually go down to 20 or even 40 FPS if you know, if you have that going. But then it's your own fault, right? Then it's not the game's fault that you dropped so many things in that one spot. And I think the benefit outweighs the negative. Of course, some people are going to be like, yeah, but then you're not idiot-proofing the game. You know, you're not doing the... Yeah, but like if you idiot-proof a game or if you idiot-proof something, typically you also make the experience worse for the people who aren't idiots, right? Because then now the loot cannot be dropped and stay there. So now I have to make a storage in order to have the loot. Otherwise it disappears. And that's going to suck. Like Minecraft is as an example. I don't like that loot disappears in Minecraft because it makes no sense, right? I would love for it to stay. But again, if loot stayed, it would cause issues because your performance would drop. But in this game, I just feel like this whole thing works, and then you can craft suitcases. Like it has a thingy behind everything to make sure that if you don't want to do that, then you can do this. You know, to save performance, you can build suitcases out of the resources you then dropped, and you can then find a lot of resources inside and outside of exteriors and interiors, and then you have the eat and drink that's not in the way. You have oxygen, which is a thing you need to manage all the time, which I really love. I love it when games try to kind of I wouldn't say limit you, but I love it when they put an extra challenge on top of it. Like imagine going out in space not having to worry about oxygen. That would make this game kind of pointless, and it would kind of ruin the whole survival aspect of it. So the whole you need oxygen is a nice way to add some kind of timer, how long you can be out somewhere and exploring before I have to go back again. And I don't mind it because you could upgrade it, right? If you can upgrade the timer, and they allow you to upgrade it fairly, like with effort, but not like too hard, then I think that they kind of succeeded. I think they succeeded with all these mechanics and stuff like that. So I'm happy about that. One thing I do think they failed horribly with is probably some of the UI choices. So you have this UI, right? This UI is fine. This is an art style choice. Then you have this, which is also fine. I wish you could upgrade it. I have an upgraded backpack over here. But besides that, it's fine. Then you have these down here where you have 4 of these things, right? You would think that, oh, that's cool. I mean, you have hotbars. Yeah, but why not have more than 4? Because like at most of the time you have more tools than 4. So why is it 4? I don't really get that. And then you of course have breath, and then eat and drink, and then the combat take care of your health and stuff like that. And then over here you have danger. What I would want them to do though is make sure these things auto hide if they're not being... if they're not down by a certain percentage. As an example, the danger keep away stop became useless as soon as I entered the big ship here. Because I was never in radiation territory again, at least not to my knowledge. So that should just go away until I get into radiation territory. Eat and drink should go away until you're like 75% down, or maybe 25% down. The whole breathe thing should go away as long as you're inside an interior. And the whole health thing should go down unless you're maybe 75% health. Or 90%, or maybe let the player choose the percentages for all of these things. I do think that is something they could have done to make it better. And the crosshair in the middle, of course. It is super annoying to have this big-ass crosshair in the middle. It's by far the worst part about the game. And that's a compliment. But it's by far the worst part about the game. Having big crosshair in the middle of the thing is just not that enjoyable. It's just not. It takes away from the immersiveness, and it takes away from the whole experience. And maybe just make something light up or something when you hover. Like I hover over this and it already lights up the edges of it. So why add a hand? Like you have already made a system that makes it look like you're highlighted. So why add a hand? Because they've already made it clear that this game is not for idiots, right? Like in the beginning, the tutorial is basically non-existent. It just teaches you how to do the survival. You go out, fetch materials, build whatever you can build, and then continue doing the same thing. even I at some point lost track of the scanner as an example. I could not find the scanner because that was what I needed to proceed. But then I just missed it because it was right next to a panel. And this game is not very idiot-proof. Like, you can miss things and then you can screw up. I think Hero, who is a friend who also plays this game, I will record with sometimes. She also got stuck with 100 oxygen. Oh no, 70. I think it was 75 or 100 oxygen until she found Normandy, because she did not realize you could even use the research station to actually research things and then build them. And those are the kind of things I'm talking about. This game is not idiot-proof. Like, it is very dependent on you paying attention to every single thing in the game and then utilizing the things it shows you that you can use. So it's not a relaxing game, I wouldn't say. Like, it can be a relaxing game if you're willing to take time with it and try to uncover the things whenever you find issues with it, of course. But overall, it is not a game for the people who don't want to put effort into anything. Because this isn't this kind of game. This game, you have to put effort into every single thing you do. Because it's gonna ask you to go back and forth a lot. It's gonna ask you to use materials wisely. It's gonna ask you to do whatever you want to do. And I do like that about the game. But it's something they could have worked on. Maybe they could have a better tutorial, in all honesty. But that's up to taste. Some people prefer no tutorial. Some people prefer all like a big section of tutorial, and then another one just prefers some pop-up tutorials. So it all depends on what kind of person you are. I myself prefer no tutorial at all, but there are times when I wish a tutorial would be in my face if the game realized that it's something wrong. You know? Like the whole aluminium, it said I needed aluminium, and then maybe there could have been how to get aluminium right next to the aluminium indicator that was red, you know, as an example. That way the game would then tell me how to get aluminium if I didn't know there was a journal in the menu where you can actually see where resources come from. Those are the kind of things I think the game could have done a bit better. But otherwise, I think the design of the game is pretty good. UI is still one of the main points that I dislike about the game. Otherwise, the space design fits like the 60s, 50s, 70s, 80s even, kind of with how everything works. The way you go out into space works flawlessly, the way doors open for you, the way the game runs. Like, it does so many things right, and it just lacks that, how do you call it, that polish, that add-on to it that could cause it to kind of get more space station things. Maybe instead of changing the gameplay, they could keep the survival aspect of the whole game, except now you have a spaceship that can fly faster than the other ones, so you can also boost. And then you can get out of whenever you want to. And then maybe make the area you fly in a little bit smaller. Of course, it makes no sense to have a big spaceship for that, but then you can use the big spaceship to jump for the most part, and you can park another spaceship inside the spaceship. That could also be freaking cool. I think all of these elements could be very cool. Quench your thirst. I swapped that. Whoops. Let's go down and get some thirst. And I also love how the eating and drinking is not in the way of the gameplay. I think it adds to it in a nice way where you don't have to do it all the time. It's just a thing you gotta remember to do now and again, you know? So I think that's fun, and I enjoy it when the game kind of has these kind of things you need to manage and make sure you stay alive. It uses logic, and I like it when game use logic. If you drop an item, it stays there. If you're a person who lives, that's not a robot. Even if you are a robot, you need power and maybe oil. If you are a person, you need to eat and drink, and then depending on who you are, you also need hygiene. But that's like in this situation, the suit he's in space. I don't think bacteria is gonna be a big problem, although he is in like a spacesuit the whole time, even when he's inside an oxygen. So you know, do that what you want. It has so many optional things that it didn't have to do as well, that it just added to the game, which I enjoy. I'm not gonna look over there because I don't know how YouTube feels about that. I just wish it was more customizable to an extent, you know? I wish the spaceship was customizable. I wish I could remove some items and put other items in here. I wish I could use this spaceship as a base inside the other area and dock it to my other space stations. Yeah, so many things I wish they would expand upon and add to the game. But I hope to do that in the next game they make, because I'm gonna check out the next game. I'm very interested to see how they're gonna expand this. Another thing they kind of touched on themselves is they seem to be hinting at co-op being the next game. You have the lady being saved, and then of course you have the character you're playing as now. And you of course also have what's it called? A design in the thingy in the where all the people died, where it said co-op. And then even developers acknowledges that games can be very fun in co-op, and I think this game especially could have benefited from having co-op, especially since you would have 2 inventories, you have 2 people with eat and drinks, you could share eat and drinks. You have 8 slots in total down at the bottom of your screen. I think co-op would really have made this game way better. It would also make the game a bit faster played through. It would get all the boring parts kind of out of the way. So co-op is indeed one of the things I wish this game would add. Or would add to the next game, or whatever they want to do. Otherwise, I think it's brilliant designed. Like, the environmental design, very well done. The story you get from the environmental, the suit talking to you. The humor is my kind of humor. Except when it insults someone. Where I don't, that's kind of where my line is. Like, if you insult someone personally, on a personal level, by making something that looks ugly, that looks a little bit similar to them, and you can tell it's them, and you're making fun of them in text also, that's just borderline bullying at that point. I do realize that it's still a joke, it's still inside a game, but it's a game that does not require internet connection, so it's permanent, and it's a game people buy, and it's a game that person could buy at some point if she's interested in games. And if she ends up playing the game and she sees that, she could get very hurt emotionally. And I just don't appreciate when games can hurt people emotionally. It needs to be obvious that it's a joke, right? It needs to be obvious that you're just joking, you're just making fun of people. And another thing, this game is a bit political. It is a bit anti-Earth, anti-green. It shows it with satire, but it does seem like the developers are a bit like, yeah, why would we need to change our lifestyle to make the Earth a better place, you know? I'm not saying they are like that. I could be interpreting it wrong. I wouldn't be surprised if I did, because again, it is a game filled with satire. But it does indeed seem like this game is like a little bit anti green, if that makes sense. Anti-environmentalist. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. We'll see if the next game kind of follows the same thing, or if it's also more of the same. Again, I don't want to put developers in words in the developers' mouth. I could just interpret it a little bit too extreme. They are making fun of the green movement, but they also have a lot of items scattered like all around. That also hints at real people and real things and real reasons. But again, they also have flat cows, which was a movement, and anti-everything in the game. So you never know. It could just be that they thought it would be interesting to make like an anti-green campaign, since it's such a big thing right now. So they're like, okay, let's go ahead and do that. Again, I did mention a lot of all the references, and I do. When it comes to bugs, this is probably my last point for now, I think. But when it comes to bugs, I did face a couple. I got stuck. There's a little bit of jank here and there, especially with the animations. There's also another thing. I don't remember what it was. Oh well, I mean, it doesn't matter. If I can't remember, it's not too important. Probably, maybe. But it did feel a bit janky. It felt like there were some things here and there that they could improve upon and make a bit smoother. Like the animations, as an example. Add more animations here and there. But that's not really bugs. It's just what they could have added in instead of what they did add in. But besides that, I do wish they would have expanded on it and added a bit more blending between the loading screens, or like I said, with the whole hangar thing here, with getting this thingy parked and stuff like that. Which they did do in stations. I just don't know why you can't do it too on Spaceport. Maybe I'm just stupid. Who knows? And I do feel like they should have added more emphasis on the spaceports and how you can build those. But it did also give you a lot of other alternatives, like oxygen balloons and things you can fill up again. And again, they just use a lot of logic, and I love it when games use logic. But I can only give it a 7 out of 10 because it felt like a gameplay change in the middle of the game. It had some jank to it. Some of the things feel a little bit unpolished. As I said, the shooting also feels a bit unpolished. Feels very stiff. A lot of the game feels very stiff. It feels very indie. It feels very, like, I wouldn't say rushed, more like they decided to focus elsewhere instead of polishing. And then they decided to release the thingy probably. I think this was out in early access first, and then it released like properly released like a year or two ago. At the point of this recording. So it is a little bit old, but again, it isn't like all of this was made at once. So that could explain the gameplay change in the middle of the game. But yeah, I did indeed enjoy it. Again, that's the most important part. Did you enjoy it? Do you feel like you got your money's worth? I personally did. That's all I have to say. It's a game I can spend a ton of time in. It's a game I can enjoy. I can go back and forth. There's no fast travel. I hate fast traveling. I do wish there was fast travel for people who liked fast travel. I do indeed wish that fast travel is an add-on to a game, not a requirement. Like, I feel like fast travel should be a thing that is in a game to make it more easy for people who are busy or inconvenient that just want to think about something else in their life or something, and they kind of just want to go to the most important part and enjoy that part and then go back again. Again, personally, I'm not like that. I prefer taking the long way, but I do indeed appreciate it when games appeal to those kind of people by doing the minimal effort of just making it so you can teleport somewhere, in case that is exactly what you want. I don't want it to be law-breaking or anything. I just want it to be so maybe you can go up to a wheel or you can go up to a little spaceship or something and just click on and go, oh, travel there. And then you say yes. Like, exactly, like kind of like this as an example. This is fine. I do wish this was a continuous world myself, but I'm fine with this happening in between areas. And of course, I would like this to happen on a smaller scale too for people who are busy and whatnot. But that's just not how the game is designed. But yes, I hope the second game has co-op. Then I can play with my friends or one of my friends, depending on how many you can play as. I'm guessing 2 since there's Babe and then you. And then, yeah. I just hope you guys enjoyed watching besides this. Leave a game in the comment section that you want me to play next. Or just leave what you thought about the Let's Play. Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? What's your favorite part? Have you tried this game? What's your opinion on it? Did you not enjoy it? Did you enjoy it? And, yeah, I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Hope to see you in another one of my Let's Plays. I play through all kinds of games, so you can check out one of those if you want. And again, like I said before, leave a game in the comment section below that you want me to play, and I'll see if I can't play it for you. I'll check it out, even if it costs money or a lot of money. Maybe I can save up for it. Who knows? Could be interesting. But yeah, I hope to see you guys in another one of my Let's Plays, and as always, stay awesome.